like to share this with you. So now, to make it official, I present to you the Tonight Show marquee. Here we go. Let's light it up, boys. 3, 2, 1. Let's start the show.
I say, how you doing today? How you doing today? You already know it's your favorite rapper, the best film writer, director, St. Louis Facts, award-winning published author, actor, journalist, actor, business owner, dominator, Hollywood music artist, #1 bestseller, battle rapper, service of the year recipient, ACG Soldier Turtle. And this is UnCensor, the Conversation Podcast. Be live right now on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram. If you do not catch us today, you can catch us tomorrow wherever you listen to your podcast, iHeartRadio, Apple, Amazon, Spotify. Who raised these ninjas? Who raised them? And on OnlyFans too. On Pornhub. I'm not just playing. I don't know if we on there. But we about to get into a crazy show. So first up, we have radio personality certification lady, Miss Busy Boss in the building.
Happy Monday, everybody. Let's have a great show.
All right. And then I just seen Tone try to come on, but it dropped back off. Y'all know how Tone be. But next up, we got the second most YouTube subscribers, Tara Michelle in the building.
I'm the second, I'm the third, I'm anything but #1. Okay. I just want to say hi to everyone. I hope you had a great Monday. We're going to have a great show. And shout out to Jimmy Kimball for getting his show back. Shout out to all of us for canceling them subscriptions and letting them know we don't play about Jimmy and all the other crap they're doing either.
Thanks for real. Try to make them apologize. Who raised these? Who raised them? And then we got my bro Water. Y'all already know in the building.
Start. Hey, do your Googles. Ella Drove. Part 2 dropping this November. Funniest movie you'll ever see besides Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying?
And then we got my boy up in the building. Y'all already know. Don't forget the 3-tone bone in the building was cracking. I'm gonna start calling him 20 minutes old because he be on the show for 20 minutes.
Hey, I got a new schedule at work. You hear me? I be having to be up at like 4, and so depending on how my day went before, yeah. And lately we've been dealing with some family things. So yeah.
And
I apologize, you guys.
Let you get that excuse up. I got you. Not as fun.
Hey, look. I ain't trying to David Ruffin.
Look, we done came to a conclusion. We're gonna have to let you know. You can't do this to me. You want grateful summer bitches. All right, man. Let me get to this first topic. It says a black pilot is facing backlash after sharing a video of himself with dreadlocks and grills following a flight. Could he be your pilot, Tara?
That's wild. And look, I'm going to assume that these airlines don't hire you as a pilot unless you actually passed pilot school and classes and got your certifications. I have never walked into their cockpit or paid attention to what the other ones look like. When they white, I don't turn around and say, let me see your grill or judge them for having a buzz cut or anything like that. So yes, he could be my pilot as long as he passed the class.
All right, Tom Brown.
You know, I always been like an advocate of what a person look like may not be who they are. Like a person could look a certain way and like dude got grilled, dreads, all that shit, but he still like obviously he good enough to fly a fucking plane. Cause they just don't get that shit to anybody. But I think people are very judgmental off the first look. Very judgmental. Unfortunate. Yeah. Salute to dude though. And then on top of that, like I'm with Tara though. Like I ain't my concern like ain't like nigga, oh he got dreads is can you fly this motherfucker? Because the motherfucker have freckles with glasses and good hair and crash, goddamn me. So it ain't I don't give a fuck what you look like, bro. As long as you got it. Did you get at least a B?
Now I need you to have an A+, sir. I think I'll be more concerned about how young he look. Ooh, he look young.
You know, black
So
don't
not the
crack. They
dread.
about 55.
Well, he's black, so that's true.
Why to the
Yeah, man. I done seen the stereotypical pilot shit get fired on the job for snorting cocaine type shit and being drunk on the job. So and they look like the part and dress like the part, but they high off blow. You feel me? So I say that to say shout out to bruh for becoming a pilot. And like young Dolph say, shit, if they mad, make them mad, a nigga. Turn up even more, nigga. You feel me?
all right, Stacy.
Let me say this is not so plain. No, but yeah, I'll give him a chance. He has to have passed everything. Yeah. Never judge a book by its cover. That part.
All right, Ricky, I'll show you this. Say a black pilot is facing backlash after sharing a video of himself with dreadlocks and grills following a flight. Could he be your pilot?
Shit, ain't like we see their ass anyway. We get on them damn planes, they be in there, they do what they do. As long as we get to our destination safely, I don't give a damn what you look like. Shit. Can you land that bitch and can you take it off? That's all I care about.
He said, "Can you let that bitch be?"
That's it. That's all I care about.
All
Just
right,
just get me there safely. Arrive alive.
all right. So if they had an autistic, that is
Listen, arrive alive. And see the thing that people be like, even with autistic people, they're really, really smart in certain areas. So that may be something that they're really, really fucking good at, but they might not be able to tie their shoe. But do that mean that they can't fly a plane? Probably not. But I'm just saying, they be really smart in some areas.
it'll be a dope comedy skit. That's a plan. All right, man. We go to this next topic. All right. Man says I bought my house 7 years before I got married. Got a divorce after 10 years. Later, I met this lady and we vibed, but she said if we were going to get married, I would have to sell my house
Oh, here
that's
we go again.
paid off because my ex stayed there 10 years ago. I tried to tell her that houses are expensive and I'm 55 years old and I don't want to start over. We could save and have money to go on vacations. What's y'all opinions? Why to the
Hey, that she proving that she is ungrateful. You feel me? She's showing she ungrateful. So basically, all the other stuff he do for her, it ain't enough. Straight up. And she just and ain't shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She belonging at 95%. And yeah, it's a shame that you know what I'm saying on the search for love. It's so hard to find a true queen because that 95% is the majority and that 5% is a super small minority. But yeah, man, she just proving that she ain't really with him for the right reasons. She with him for all the wrong reasons, and she focused on the fuck shit instead of the real shit. And bruh need to make his next move his best move because once again he chose unwisely.
all right? Teresa said, "Hey, beautiful people," and to answer the question, I'd say bye to the new ex. All right, Stacy.
Oh, I'm definitely going to say, listen, yeah, she's going to have to learn and know what's up because if you're saving, not buying a new house, she's stupid. I'm just saying, what's her deal? Let her buy the new house then. I mean, what they living separate? She got a house, he got a house. What we doing here? I just really think that's a dumb move on her part. Yeah, 10 years. The lady been out the house 10 years ago. Come on, man. Would she feel like her spirit there or something? What's going on? I don't know. That's crazy to me. But it is what it is. That part.
All right, Tone.
You call me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, I like. I don't know. Now hold on. How long? He said he had the house 7 years before he got married, right?
Yeah. So
Yep.
17 years
Then can
total.
you?
The Tone freeze. There you
Like,
go.
was
Tone.
they
You
married
have
for 10
froze
years
the
and then
first.
got a divorce?
Yeah.
I mean, we could discuss like maybe possibly like moving around and just to like, because if I feel like I want to be with you, but if I don't feel like building with you, then fuck you. But if somebody takes serious, then we could play with the ideal of selling one and buy another. But everything would have to come in due time. It wouldn't be no shit we'd do right off the bat.
All right, Tara.
Here we go with this ring again. Necklace, watch, whatever the hell we was talking about. Okay, listen, people. In this economy, in this market, if I had this house 7 years by myself, this is my house. This is my house. Then I got married and was with somebody for 10 years, divorced her, and it's still 17 years I've been in this house. And somehow you and your wicked insecurities, this foolishness is too much for me with these people. Now, at best, I can understand if the woman is like, we need to buy a new bedroom set, a new mattress for sure, because I don't want none of what you was doing with her, in this. But to get rid of a whole new house in this economy, I don't hear her saying she gonna buy it. If you got the money, can buy it. All right, we can talk about it. But I need people to stop. This shit is getting creepy at this point. I'm not selling my house for you, broad. And I ain't even proposed. We ain't married. He said I'm vibing with her. What the fuck is a vibe? It's not worth selling a house over. No, thank you.
All right, Ricky.
I am 100% with Tara on this one. Bitch, we can get a new bed. You can buy it, but like I'm not giving up my house for you, ho. Like, wait a minute. You coming out the gate telling me some cause your ex lived here. Bitch, you didn't had niggas in your coochie. Get rid of that and get a new one. Like, what the fuck? Shut up. Like, this shit is so stupid to me. Like, it's just so fucking stupid to me. And why is you pressed over her? Insecurities. Don't do it, my boy. Run for the win.
All right, all right.
She said get a new one. Get rid of that one and get a new one. I wasn't ready.
When I got with him, I'm like, oh, you got a prize. That's all I ever knew. I'm like, I'm beautiful, I'm gifted, I'm talented. I ain't slept with all your friends. I ain't been out here. I'm not a hoe. I don't have a track record. I'm just listing off the things. I'm telling you, year one, I was like, oh, I'm trash. I'm like, I am terrible at this. As you just stated, because when you are single, especially when you just got girlfriends around you, your girlfriends are not telling you about yourself. I'm sorry, they're not. Especially if you are beautiful and bossed up. So you most likely got a bunch of yes women around you anyways. Ain't nobody really pulling friends aside saying, hey, I notice you kind of be lying a lot. Or I notice you kind of, you be tripping and snapping and popping off all the time. Like, what's going on with this anger? I noticed that you might want to go to therapy. Friends don't. Now, mine, yes. But most friends aren't really doing that. It isn't until you get married, if you pay attention, where you're like, oh my goodness, I have a lot of work to do. Those first 3-4 years, I was shocked at how trash I was. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know I could be this bad. I'm impatient. I am angry. I have so much trauma and toxicity in me. I think I'm right. I say I want a leader, but I want to be one. I say I want him to wear the pants, but nigga, move aside. I want to wear them. Actually, I say I want you to be in control, but I think I'm smarter. I have pride. I have ego.
All right, Tara.
Man, just count me out, bro. This is terrible.
That was your
So
video.
I look, a hit dog will holler. So let me throw a holler. I ain't gonna hold you. I was exactly like that 3 years ago. Walking into one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had in my life. I learned so much about myself in this relationship. And from this person who had done a lot of work and and what the hell is that noise? What? Do y'all hear that or is that me tripping?
Sorry, yeah, that's outside. I'm sorry. Let me mute my thing. That's crazy.
Um, somebody who wasn't afraid to tell me about myself though, and wasn't cruel about it, wasn't mean about it, but was willing to hold my feet to the fire and say, I understand you think all these things about you are great, but what about these things? Because these are the things that I need. I told you that thing, and it hurts. It hurts to hear it. It takes a while, but she ain't never lied. Everything she said was 100% true. And ladies, just so you know, just because the last dude you was with told you were great and you hit all his markers does not mean any of that is going to work for the next dude. And you got to be willing to put the work in, and you got to be willing to take in that criticism and make those changes. Because for real, if you're not gonna change and you're not gonna work at it, what's the point? So she was 100% correct. And a lot of times, I don't even have a lot of female friends. So a lot of times, you're not gonna have those women there around you to get you together. So who else can tell you better than the man that you with? So, yep, I agree.
Okay, Ricky.
All right, look. So look, she said everything is accurate. My daughter was talking to me too. She said everything that was accurate because I literally, like, I was just on the phone and I had the person that I was on the phone with listen to the topic, and he was like, "Man, that's the shit I just told you." I'm like, "This crazy work." It's only a select few people that actually tell me the truth, right? But I also don't be around a bunch of bitches. My bad, a bunch of females. And the people that I actually am around, they be like, "Hey, you tripping, buddy?" And I ask somebody, I'm like, "Tell me the truth. Like, if I'm wrong, if I'm tripping, tell me. Like, you should. If you say you're my friend, you should be able to tell me the truth. You can't say you my friend and just tell me what you think I want to hear, because that ain't the truth." But this situation, listen, as healed and over stuff that I thought I was, that big dude up there that be slapping me with his motherfucking moccasin and his sandal, he be going in. Because he be doing stuff and he be like, "Oh, you think you healed, huh? Let me show you how unhealed you really ain't." And I be like, "Hey, bro," she was cooking. But like, I was like, "Dang, hey, guy, I know that I be like I'm healed, but you ain't got to keep sending me these basket cases like I'm a therapist. Like, I'm not getting paid for that." But I appreciate him showing me what I keep lying to myself about.
All right, Tone Bone.
Hey, I like that video like a lot, but that shit worked both ways. Um, but I definitely
That part.
with going with what she said. Um, I see it in women because a lot of times I got partners that call me on my shit a lot of times. Like my niggas, like pause, but definitely like, you know, kindly but sternly, like, "Hey nigga, woo wah woo wah." You get what I'm saying? To where the when you get in a situation, and a lot of times when she say as a woman, she like, "I want to lead her, but I wouldn't let them lead," shit like that. It's like when you with the single version of you and the version of you need to be in a relationship are two different people. When in reality, it kind of they still should fall hand in hand, but it's like two different people. So like a lot of times, like if you're in a situation and you feel like, "Damn, I ain't the same me no more," you're not supposed to be the same you. That's the beautiful part. You know what I mean? The right relationship teach you to be the right thing. You gotta let that shit happen. A lot of people like got pride, ego, like you say, like a lot impatient. There's a lot of things that they take in to require that they think that they need. In reality, and what they need is just based off a single emotion. When they was living, when I was by myself, I could do this, I could do this like a kid. You know, like I can do this because I'm grown. I want to do this. Like, but it's rules and responsibilities to everything. To where if you're not ready to accept the rules and responsibilities of it, then go ahead, go about your business.
All right, Stacy.
Whew, oh, that was powerful. I love that. And I agree with that. So I agree with most friends, they try not to hurt your feelings and not say anything. But I think real friends need to be real. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're with your mate and if they love and care about you, they will help you be the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And not criticize you, but also they need to consider, they need to take accountability too. If they out here doing the wrong thing and not, being true to themselves, they need to take accountability and do that too. They can't be telling somebody to do something or be something or whatever, and they're not. Who's going to take somebody? Nobody needs to hear from nobody who ain't doing right, or that's just not going to fly, especially when somebody's working on themselves or in therapy and trying to do right. Then you just keep knocking, trying them, people are dealing with trauma. You keep on pushing their buttons and shit. That's not a good thing, So as a true mate, if you really love somebody and care for them, you're supposed to have their back 100% and help them become the best version of themselves, but also take accountability for your actions as well. Don't tell somebody to do something if you're not. That part.
What to the?
Yeah, man. Shawty is well on her way up out of that 95%. She is not completely out because she still ain't shit, but she's on her way because it starts with accountability. You feel me? And you don't see too many women at all pointing the finger this way. They always, you know what I'm saying? And when you get yourself in a relationship, it's like I said before, you dating a reflection, meaning once you get in that, that's when the mirror come up type shit. And you get to see yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly type shit. And most people be dating their insecurities, and they get what come with dating their insecurities. And that's when they come to that crossroad, whether you choose to stay the same or grow. And Shawty chose to grow by pointing the finger inward, saying, yeah, damn, I'm fucked up. Damn, this ain't cool type shit. And she hanging around all them other ain't shit bitches, you know what I'm saying? Which kept her stagnant and not growing, because that's her comfort zone. But once she separated herself, she got to see the real, and she made a great decision by acknowledging her flaws when it comes to being in a relationship. And that's the beginning of growth, because now you are aware of the fuck shit. It's just like getting a fucking cut on your arm and you don't know about it. You feel the pain, you look down like, oh damn, I need a band-aid. So once she got in that relationship, she felt that pain. Now she aware of where she bleeding. Now she can heal them wounds, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her for working on her way up out of that 95%.
All right. I'm gonna get another topic. Why to the? This is a topic you sit there. Here we go.
It's like everybody get married for different reasons.
So what? So what would a man gain by marrying you versus being in a relationship with you?
Me specifically, I don't know, because again,
I'll answer the question for him. Nothing. You said I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Oh, now you know.
Because it depends.
I can tell you
it depends on the man that I marry. I'm not the same woman for every man that I'm with. So if he is in turn becoming my husband, there are things that my husband can get from me that somebody in a relationship cannot get from me.
You're diverting.
So, no, I'm not. No,
You're not answering the question.
Listen.
I'll break it down for you. Let me answer the question. If I marry you today, ma'am, guess what? You're going to be financially stable. If I marry you today, ma'am, your kids are going to have access to private schools. If I marry you today, ma'am, your credit score will go up because you ain't got to have to pay bills. If I marry you today, ma'am, then the type of network that I would have you around is far supersedes than what you're used to. I can run down what you're going to get by marrying me. Ma'am, I ask you the same question. What does a man get if he marry you? No, you're diverting.
Doing it. So
what's
it
the question?
depends on if I marry somebody that's equal, we on a financially equal playing field.
What do you bring to the table?
What do you mean?
That's what I'm asking.
I bring me.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Why to the? Before you go, let me let Gateway go. Go ahead, Gateway.
Let me get in right quick because I know y'all got, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Gateway.
One sec, KP. I'm at the studio, man. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, tap in. But I do want to respond to that question. I'm gonna be peeping in and out. I'm gonna try to keep the phone on as long as it stay charged.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
but most definitely, I want to answer the last two questions. The last one, they were talking about your friends hold you accountable. Most definitely, if you dealing with people that don't hold you accountable on some type of level to where y'all can grow, then that's somebody that you don't want to be in a space with. And then as far as um the situation with a man and a woman coming into a space together. Now, in different situations, it's different. It's different strokes for different folks. Sometimes the woman might be the breadwinner. Sometimes the man might be the breadwinner. But the thing about it is, a man is expected to have all his ducks in line coming into a space, whereas most women think that just because they bringing themselves and what's between their legs that that's sufficient, or like some of the basic things that that a woman used to. It's like women want to be traditional when it comes to being catered to and when it comes to being kept, but they don't want to be traditional when it comes to the other things that traditional women demonstrated. And I think that what the brother was saying is, for the standard for the man, it hasn't changed. Like, a man has to have his shit together, or you know what I'm saying, a woman is gonna drag him through the mud. But a woman can come in and she pretty, she got a nice body, and she dressed nice, and she been used to dating upper class men, and she feel like that she's entitled to a certain class or a certain lifestyle just because of herself. Now, we know that's not all women, but a majority of the women that think they baddies, that's what they bring. And what she said is, I bring me. But you can be bringing a whole lot of baggage and drama and everything else with you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that what the point that he was making was pretty accurate for the most part in general. And hey, I want to let y'all know, man, we got a show coming up this weekend, man. So y'all, if y'all get a chance, man, tap in, man. This Legends gonna be out, and everybody gonna be out, man, trying to just put their brand out there. So I'm gonna be representing for the Uncensored Conversation, and I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. I'm gonna stay tuned, though. I'm in the studio though.
All right, I'm gonna show your topic next after this. Play with your topic. So, but all
All
right, go
right,
ahead.
all right, all right.
All right, watch it.
Yeah, man, I got a kick out of that video. That's why, I showed you that video type shit. I just say, man, she's like a great representation of that 95 I be talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically meaning she think that her body is enough when it comes to this thing called life, and she expect to be taken care of when she don't deserve to be taken care of, because pussy and mouth only go get you so far, shawty. And bruh asked her, like, what do you bring? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's your value? And she articulated her value was her. She couldn't articulate no better than that. Meaning that's just her body. That's all she got to bring to the table was her body. And bruh did a great job with saying, like, hey, your kids will be in private school. You ain't got to worry about this, worry about that. Security, foundation, and longevity. And she ain't got none of that to offer. All she got is what's right now. And after that nut, come back to my senses. Bitch, get the fuck out type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
All right, Ricky.
Whew, I like him and I don't like him. He do a lot of bomb dropping, but he don't be saying a lot of nothing, because who's to say that she didn't have the same type of money? And her answer stated, if he actually would have listened, that depending on the man and depending on what she's bringing, because again, you want the same version for everybody that you with. So I understood that aspect of it. I do also understand the whole "what do you bring to the table" concept. So all he's bringing is money. Out of everything that he said, all he's bringing is money. Oh, your kids can go to private school. They already in private school. So now what? You're not bringing anything because that's something they already doing. You won't have to pay bills, so your credit will be better. If they're irresponsible with money, that's not gonna make their credit better. Again, everything that he said was materialistic shit that anybody can go get. That doesn't make you of value because you have money. That just makes you of money. I do honestly think a lot of females don't know what their value is, which is why when that question comes up, what do you bring to the table? It's going to look different depending on the person that you're talking to. And when you're talking to a person that try to rule with money or lead with money, it'd be like, oh, I'm going to make your status better. For who? Because the covenant that I want ain't something that money can buy. And if your whole thing is, oh, because I'm bringing money into it, that means the next person that had money, then she out the door, because now it ain't based on no substance other than money. But I understand where both of them were coming from, which was basic nigga mentality. For both of them, basic nigga mentality. Yeah, and that's all I got. That's all I got.
All right, Stacey. Stacey.
So everyone's story looks different. And actually, I like what Ricky was saying. He was just shopping materialistic money. Oh, money, you know, love. It should be love. It should be this is that and third. Money, shit. Anybody, she can go get her own money, or she can put her own kids in private school. Yeah, I really disliked that video. It wasn't for me. I just feel like he was lame. He didn't give her a chance to talk. He was over talking her, all this bunch of bullshit. And I just feel like everybody's story is different. I mean, it is what it is. Like, if you want to get married for money, then get married for money. If you want to get married for love, then that's what you should choose. But that's all I got, that part.
And Teresa said, wow, he wouldn't let her respond. And as soon as she didn't respond how he wanted, he kept cutting her off. She started to say it depends on the man. Different men require different things. Tara.
Okay, so I definitely agree with Ricky. I extra super doubly agree with Stacey. He a whole fucking clown. And that's the type of dude that'll make me want to bash him in the head with a microphone. So what we're seeing all the time now is these men versus women BS. I'm so tired of this, where men want to make us look bad. They want to try to prove us wrong. They want to belittle us and demean us. And I get it. Maybe your mama treated you like that. Maybe your grandmama treated you like that. Maybe every woman you've been with treated you like that. But you shouldn't be treating all women based off your pain and your issues. So we see the derogatory way that men talk about women. They're not out here trying to help them. They just want to talk bad to them and expect them to figure out how to climb out of the hole or how to break the family or generational curses by talking bad. Is that honestly what you think is going to work? So for me, he didn't let her speak. So he's an immature piece of trash. He in the 95% of ain't shit niggas that's out here, since that's what we want to harp on all the time. And I feel like she was taken off guard, but I liked her answer. Look, it depends. So if you come into a relationship as a woman and a man says, what do you bring to the table? I would turn around and say, what do you need me to bring to the table? Because you can tell some men, I cook, I clean, I'm a great mother, I will have more kids for you. You know, and whatever other answers your grandmothers or whoever told you were the right answers for their time. Things are changing. But then you could come in and tell a dude, well, I make 6 figures. You know, my kids are in private school. If we have kids, they'll be in private school too. She could talk money. And then she could turn around and say, and I'm great in bed. And I'm a pleaser. You know what I'm saying? And she can name the whole gambit. And he could still just be like, all I want is eye candy. So I'm not going to sit up here and tell you all the things that I could bring to you and that I could offer to you. I'd rather have you tell me what you need and what you want and what you desire from me. And if I feel that I'm capable of doing those things, I can be those things. I'm willing and enthusiastic about doing those things, including the sexual stuff. Then okay, let's do this. But if you give me a list of things that I don't believe in those things or I don't want to do those things, then I can make the decision to leave. So let's stop asking people what they bring to the table. How about you come to the table that y'all gonna have this conversation at and say, this is the type of man I am. This is what I need. This is the type of woman I am. This is what I need. And if y'all for each other, be that. And if you're not, keep walking. How about that?
And walk it out. All right, I'm gonna go to a different topic. Louis ain't out here, so I'm gonna go to
Thank you, Ricky.
one of y'all topics. Here we go.
Hold on, Tammy. I want you to say this, what you just said to me on camera to the people of social media land, okay? Can you repeat that? I know I just paused you because I want to pull the camera out because I need to get this documented, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Okay, go ahead, say what you say.
I said that I am an anomaly. We were talking about how women are saying men have to make 6 figures or they got to be 6 feet tall or like all this stuff that, you know, makes them only be looking for like 1% of men worldwide, right? And I said I'm an anomaly. And not because I'm married. People get married all the time. Not even because I've been married for 24 years. I am an anomaly because I have been loved well. And you will be surprised how many women have never experienced being loved well, being respected well, being honored well by a man. So when you remove that, all there is to reach for is the 6 figures, the big house, the fancy car, the expensive bags, the trips, because I got to get something out of it. So when they don't understand that there is no value that can be placed on being loved well, they don't even know what it feels like. They don't even know what it looks like. So they reach for superficial things. Not to say you want somebody broke or you want somebody that has no, you know, desire to do things for you. But I'm telling you, all of that without being loved well is whatever too.
So do you want to give me a thank you or a gift? Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Just say.
I mean, absolutely. Thank you for loving me well, but I don't think it has. It's not all because of me. It's the man you are. Whoever you would have married, you would have loved her well. It's who you are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm just fortunate. I'm blessed.
You look blessed to me.
Blessed.
I love you.
I love you, boy.
All right, Tara.
Okay, so I love this video so much. That is the truth. I have a best friend who's been my best friend since I was 15 years old. One of my best friends since I was 15 years old. And it was him, his relationship between him and his mother that showed me the first time ever what unconditional love was. And as being friends with him still to this day, this is one person who I've never seen fade away. You know, a lot of people say unconditional love isn't real. No, that's just because you have never experienced it. To have someone who never gives up on you, who never leaves your side, who believes in you, who supports you, and does it in love. No other funny, hanky stuff. Never a fight, or argument, or bickering, none of that. With any of his homeboys, with his mom, with his granddad. His granddad died in his arms. That boy sacrificed everything in his life to always be there for that man on his way up out of here. Like, it's a real thing to see and experience. And not many of us get to. A lot of people have never, ever, ever experienced being loved well, being loved honestly, unabashedly, unconditionally, or a lot of things. So you can't speak to that. And when she said that, it made me think, wow, that does make sense. For all these girls out here, not saying that it's right, but for these girls out here who have never been loved well, or maybe even loved at all by a parent, by a family member, by a dude, of course, if you start to think love isn't real, unconditional love doesn't exist, these are the things I'll never have because I've never had them before, then of course you move over to, well, if I can't get love, let me get this money. If I can't get love, at least let him be fine. If I can't get love, let me get whatever I can out of it. That made so much sense. It's sad. It's miserable. It's decrepit. We don't trust each other anymore, believe in each other anymore, and for real care or give a fuck about each other anymore above our own needs in this individualistic society that we're in. So I love to see that. I love to see that a woman gives flowers to her man like that and says, thank you. You know what I'm saying, man? That was so freaking dope. And I hope that for all of us, honestly.
All right, Ricky.
All right, look. This video was beautiful for them. This video also proved how many ain't shit niggas out here, because if a woman ain't being loved well, that means that these niggas ain't out here loving well.
I'm out.
Hard blank. Inserts blanks there. But I think that it's beautiful that she's been loved well. And she said, if whoever he would have married, he would have loved that person well, meaning that it's in him. So all of these nigglets that's out here that ain't loving folks well and is in that 97% says something about these nigglets, about these men's with an S. Yes, plural.
I'm trying to take your stuff. What to the no?
No, I just said 97. He said 95. I said 97. The video just proved, statistically speaking, that it's just like a lot of ain't shit dudes. That's what the video proved, coming from a man and a woman giving a man his kudos, because there are more ain't shit men than there is men that's loving women well. But I think that was beautiful.
What to the? You on mute? Are you? No, you still on. Okay, there you.
You live?
Yep.
You live for the fire. You feel? All right. Yeah, man. Instead of pointing the finger, talking about you should be waiting on somebody to love you right and well, you should be loving yourself well. And that's you gonna attract what you are. So once you start loving yourself, that's when you get the longevity benefits of being fulfilled in this thing called life moving forward. So shout out to Shawty for being appreciative of who she's with, but when it all boils down, it starts with self first. So if you ain't loving yourself correctly, 9 times out of 10, you go invite some spiritual vampires in, like that movie Sinners with Michael B. Jordan, that ain't gonna love you well either. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna spiritually and physically drain your goof ass. But once you start loving yourself well, 9 times out of 10, Shawty is on that path, and that's how she ran into somebody that she can appreciate, because she's starting appreciating her own damn self. And that's how you get those type of vibes. You can't just look for somebody to fix you. It's just like Shawty. I'm somebody else with it. Whoever I'm with, I'm a different person. Nah, bitch. Just like how that nigga, he said, how she said, you will love somebody the same no matter who you with. The women need to be just the same. You need to be an amazing person no matter who you with. Why you gotta switch it up when you with all these different individuals? And so I say that to say, if you want those type of vibes, love yourself like that first. And I swear to God, you gonna attract those type of vibes. But until then, you gonna get what come with it.
Hey, Tone Bone.
That was a good answer, YC. I like your answer.
Hey,
I
hey,
really,
why see sum that shit up
that was a good answer,
very,
YC.
very, very, like very professionally without even talking about the 95%. You know what I mean? Like he truly that was beautiful, guy. Pause. Um, yeah, I don't even know the topic, but I get it off what the fuck he said. But
Hey,
nah,
got that guy.
like true shit, everything he said. Yeah, yeah, you gotta love yourself. You gotta treat yourself right. You can't like it's crazy. Like, oh well, you gotta bring this out of me. I can't make you something. You gotta already be that. Like,
I
and
don't
then it's
think y'all
like a lot. What?
that ain't what they were saying.
How that ain't what they saying? It like if he just said that the girl was like it's in him to love him, and
Yeah.
I'm saying the same thing.
No, you
It got
said
to be in you.
go on. I'm gonna let you finish before I say what I was gonna say.
Like, cause no, cause it's like based on you just said like the love well shit, and then like the thing is like you said she was being loved well and all this, and then like men need this love well, woo woo. To where it's not a thing is already in her, whatever her journey is, she was already there to appreciate it. It ain't that because of this, it's just that's the type of woman she is. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like if a person is praising a person appreciating a person, that's a person that's pretty fucking healed and understand a different path of life. Regardless of what somebody is or what somebody ain't, you gotta show love. And once you understand love, then like, such is life.
I was just saying that you can be appreciative. Like I'm appreciative that I have a job, a career. I'm appreciative of those things. Does it mean that I don't love people well? No, that's not what that means. But her being appreciative doesn't make him love her well. It's who he is and why he loves her well.
And him loving her well is not why she appreciates him. That's just who she is what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
Ricky and Tone.
I was just asking. I was just trying to ask for clarity on it. That's all. Because that's, you know, maybe I misunderstood what the video was.
And go ahead, Stacy.
I can truly say at one point I had someone who really loved me well, but that was because I believe he had Christian values and he just was brought up right, really. And I kind of think about that and go back towards that, and just sometimes people are guilty of not moving forward or not letting their relationship that they're in now be great because they miss out what they had or what they wish they had. So yeah, I'm gonna say I think it's another thing. We talk about soul ties. Like when people you have a lot of soul ties with different people, then that can corrupt you going forward. You just have to kind of be prayed up, and you got to do right amongst your mate and stuff. You can't be out here side eyeing people or doing wrong. Doing this and that, doing your mate wrong. Thinking you're going to get away because it's going to come back to you, and it's not going to help your relationship in any kind of way. It's just going to hinder it. So to be great or to appreciate a person well, or love a person well, I think it depends on you as a person. If you're in therapy, if you're getting the help that you need, if you're abiding by your Christianity or your whatever you got going on, higher power or whatever, or if you're being a good person, I think that makes a big difference. That part.
All right, Louis, I finna go to your topic, but Teresa said, I love this video. I wish we were all focused, all refocused to loving and being loved well. And Darlene said, good evening, everyone. Be real, be nice, a little spice. Some women always love yourself first, men and women. I'm just going to one Louis topic so you bring it.
We used to break up every week. I used to nag so much. I was so argumentative because I did not understand that word. I didn't know how to apply it to my life. But it wasn't until Proverbs 14:1 came and intervened. A wise woman builds her house with her own hands, but a foolish one tears hers down. As a woman, I have the ability to set the atmosphere in my home. Sometimes it's not always your man. Sometimes it's just you. You gotta stop nagging so much. You gotta stop complaining. Your words can make your marriage, your relationship unbearable and undesirable. Remember, the word of the Lord says that a soft answer turneth away wrath. If you are dealing with situations in your relationship and in your marriage with aggression, you are never going to get the response you want. You cannot be the type of woman that wants respect but don't give it. Bottom line, I'm giving you free game right now. You have the ability to build your house, and you can build your house through the spirit of wisdom. No man wants a nagging woman. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how sweet you are. I don't care how much you do. No man wants a nagging woman. Period.
Hey, what to the? You on mute?
I said bars. You feel me? She was dropping bars. I made a post like this last night, basically saying stop begging for answers and create answers type shit. Most of the time people be looking outside of themselves for solutions when the solution is in that mirror when you standing in front of that mofo. You know what I'm saying? And I double salute her on tapping in to a higher power like we all need to always do to find some what I say, some truth and some realness, some authenticness, and you know what I'm saying? and the answers, the true answers, basically what I'm saying, because it's so much stuff on the outside of you that'll fuck up your mental, and you will just be pointing the finger, like I always say. And for her to tap into that higher power, I strongly salute that. And she is super duper right. No man wants to deal with an aggressive, nagging woman. I don't care how beautiful you are, how bad you are, how much we love you. You know what I'm saying? All that shit words thin. So for her to be doing that inner work on herself, tapping into them scriptures and not just tapping into it, applying it and seeing that she getting good results from it. Hey man, I strongly salute that and commend that. And fuck with the accountability, because the room for growth is always the biggest room in the house. So I salute her for growing type shit.
Hey, Tone Bone.
Hey, it's amazing how that one would come on after that other shit. um, like what? I don't know, man.
look, what strand of weed did you smoke?
Nah, look, for real. Because the thing is, I mean, that's a woman speaking to women. You hear me? And when it comes to certain topics, when it comes to like that, you know what I'm saying? I love general topics, and I love women talking to women when they, especially when they talking proverb and they talking God, like that proverb shit. Proverbs for men and women is beautiful. But the thing is, like, scripture definitely holds weight in the relationship, in anything you're doing in life. You know what I'm saying? It got to be heavy with God. Anytime I veered away from it, everything I was doing wasn't right. You know what I mean? So I salute it. And it's all about being accountable and understanding where you are. The nagging shit, and someone be like, well, I don't nag until you do this. I don't nag until you do that. You got a choice to do it. Like, how you respond, you choose the response. If you just choosing to nag, that's you choosing to nag. You can respond a totally different way. You can handle it. You can handle it totally differently. A lot of times we be at work, you know what I'm saying, getting frustrated and shit, and still keep a smile on our face and try to talk ourselves through it. So apply that same type of pressure with your mate. You know, that goes both ways. You hear me? You can't be reacting emotionally. You really gotta, buckle down. But to each his own. Some women just don't think, well, because he did this, I ain't had no choice. Yeah, nah. It's like women like, I feel like I said a lot. Women are like the controllers of the rock'em sock'em robots. Men are the robots. If you can't like utilize your situation correctly, of course y'all gonna get y'all ass whooped, head popped every time.
The rock'em sock'em heck no.
I mean, for real, because like they controlling her. Like she set the tone. However she do it, and the men just go and do whatever whatever I need for my woman.
All right, Tara.
I agree. I like what Tone had to say. Listen, change is difficult. And a lot of us did not grow up with people teaching us how to be women and what it requires to be a woman in 2025. Because what was good for our grandmothers are not the same for us currently. And so I feel like one too many times as women, we are waiting on the man to do something. Even if he the one that we feel fucked up, to truly stand, to be woman enough to truly stand back and look at everything you have done to drive that man away and everything he has done to make you bitter and want to drive him away. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect in a relationship, but far too many times on this show, we see these same women talking the same shit about how unhappy they are, but they have not made a change for real yet. You saying that you changed, and this man saying you did this, you still doing the same shit. Somebody lying. And it is not easy to look at yourself in the mirror and have somebody who loves you tell you, read you from top to bottom. I love you. And because I love you, I'm going to tell you this. And then look at that long ass list you might have of things that you have to change in order for the relationship to work. If you want him to marry you, if you want, him to buy a house, if you want him to impregnate you and y'all start that family you've been wanting so much, you have got to let go of whatever he did. You have got to stop sitting back talking about he
Louis, I
got to
want you
fix
to
it.
go next. My bad, Tara.
He got to fix it first, or he has to, whatever your rules and regulations are. Sometimes, as women, as these men on this show have told us 1,000 times, they're waiting on us to make the first move. For whatever reason, may not seem right, may not seem fair, but do you want your relationship to work, or do you want to be right? Do you want your relationship to work, or do you want to sit back in the corner talking about what's fair and what's not? Shut the fuck up and do what you got to do to make the relationship work, period, or walk away. And these situations that we see, I'm tired of the same thing over and over again. If you love the man, he's too stubborn to move, then you have no choice but to move yourself. It may not be fair and it may not feel like it's right. But my God, do you want a happy relationship or do you want to be right?
All right, Louis. This nigga Louis can't.
That nigga jugging, bro.
Go ahead, Ricky.
You getting this boogie on.
That was really beautiful. That shit is exhausting. Listen, when you in a relationship by yourself, and I shouldn't have to repeat myself 50 million damn times to raise my voice and argue and nag at you for me to keep telling you the same things that I don't like or I do like or whatever the situation is. That's where communication comes into play. And most of the time, I'm not saying all of the time, most of the time, when a female gets to nagging, it's because she's repeatedly told you this or asked you this or wanted this, and for whatever reason the light switch ain't flicking on. So that's probably not the relationship for you. And I'm not telling you that you should leave every time some shit don't go your way or whatever. I'm saying that if y'all can't communicate whatever it is that y'all need, then that's not the person for you. I don't care how you try to slice that damn cake. But I do agree that women need to hold yourself accountable. And if you want to be the woman and the man in a relationship where you got to make all the apologies and do everything, then go so forth and do that. Do whatever you feel like you need to do to make your relationship work, if that's what you really want to do. But also take into consideration that with you doing that, what comes with that? Because then the men gonna start feeling emasculated and like, oh well, why you always? I'm just telling you how this is gonna go. I am literally on my podcast, and I know y'all ain't keep coming in here asking me retarded ass rhetorical questions. All right, moving along.
the hood Ricky for this, but
After I didn't put out them grown kids, always the grown ones, not the little ones. Always the grown ones. It really, you have to do whatever's best for your relationship and understand what those dynamics look like, because every relationship is not going to require the same kind of dynamics. So whatever you feel like you need to do to make your relationship work, if that's you using the Bible and applying it and fixing those issues, then that's what you should have been doing that before you got in the relationship. And the funny thing that I love about all of these videos is these are all from married women that wasn't doing the stuff to begin with, but yet they still somehow ended up managing to get married and worked on that. But dang, that's crazy that y'all be expecting people to already be doing it. All right, anywho, go off.
all right, Stacey.
I was writing something down. I was saying, so when a house is already knocked down, that house may not be able to be rebuilt, okay? Especially when it's too broken, when there is no real love, trust, communication, or accountability. There's nothing. And that's facts, that part.
All right, Darlene says the man or the woman can change the home, pray together, and your marriage relationship will work. You must keep God, the creator, at the head of your home. A bald-headed statue will not work. Statues break and crumble. Stay humble.
I ain't seen too
A
many.
bald-headed statue will not work.
I ain't seen too many.
Hey, Louis.
a person who look for solutions as a person who seeks peace, a person that want to just keep on harpooning on what the negative is a person that want to live in the chaos. We can all look at the glass like, oh, it's half empty, it's half empty, it's half empty. Then take your ass over there with that optimistic ass, that pessimistic ass attitude. Like go, like get the fuck on. Cause like you bringing your own demise, you speaking your own thing by speaking into a world that exists in your mind. You know what I'm saying? To where to say like, oh well, everybody's a work, everybody's a work. Nobody's perfect. But when something is in you, you may not necessarily be exhibiting that at that moment, but through growth, you become something else. Some people say they growing and be the same motherfucker 10 years later. Everybody that say they healed ain't healing. Everybody that say they ready ain't ready. But motherfucker gonna say it. A motherfucker gonna feel it passionately. But they spirit, they body, they you can fool everybody. You can even fool yourself, but you can't fool God. Straight up. To where it's not about an everyday act and all that other shit. Cause people fuck up. People like once again, nobody's perfect. But with a person that's always looking to be better and actually trying, and you see that in life, or you see the progress, whether it's small or not. That's the person that you 9 times out of 10 can, you hear me? But a motherfucker that stays like, well, it was gonna be that, but shit, well, I could have did that, but shit, you just man, get that shit on, man. You unhappy with yourself. It's the pain in you that you gotta figure out. I pray for you.
All right. I guess kind of sticking with that a little bit, Tom. Here go one of your topics.
Y'all, this is the true cost of provoking demons.
Y'all really need to watch out for provoking spirits. These spirits are very smart, but they weak and they prey on strong people. These type of spirits will bring you into fury and let you win the battle, because winning the argument does not make them feel like they won. Getting you out your character and wasting your energy makes them feel like they won. Provoking spirits gets a high out of bringing people out of their character. They get a high out of making people act out of their emotions. You have to know how to identify one of these and control yourself when one of these are attacking you. Because y'all have to realize we are in spiritual warfare. Y'all got to stop looking at things physically all the time. Because if you don't realize that a provoking spirit inhabits people's body, you will be lost. A provoking spirit can inhabit anybody. It can be your friends, your family, your significant other, or it can be a quote-unquote op. A provoking spirit don't care about physical things. So they'll get you to a point to where you want to unalive them. And you know what? They still won. Because they got you to a point where you just threw your life away. Because all that spirit is going to do is jump in another person's body and do the same thing to them that they just did to you.
Yeah, Tom.
Hey, it's a lot of different things that we refer to, energies, all that other, whatever you refer to. Shit, it's something that we can't see going on. Period. Everything has its purpose, and I definitely believe in that. Spirit just provoke motherfuckers that just want to get you out your body, just to get you out your body, just to see you break character. Ain't no specific reason. A lot of times you look at people that hate on people or envious people, jealousy, all that type of shit. Like there's no true. Just I want to. You know what I mean? Like you gotta truly like. I say a lot. Like, are you a good person if you can't truly use discernment correctly to protect yourself? If you're not good to yourself, can you say you're a good person by letting certain things get you out your box or do things that you're not comfortable with them doing? You hear me? You gotta align right and get your spirit together. You hear me? It's not an easy thing, and it's not a beautiful thing all the time, but it's definitely worth it in the end.
All right, why to the
Yeah, bro. Speaking super duper facts, you know what I'm saying? It's big spiritual warfare out here, and yeah, man, it's gaslighters, trolls, all of them the same. They try to get you out your body and trick you off the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say, but your pain is a lot of people's entertainment type shit. And he is speaking on those people that's entertained by your pain, especially if they see something great in you and they see you on a whole nother level spiritually, physically, and all that other good stuff. Those lower vibrations, they be barking at the moon, barking at the sun, hoping that the sun bark back, because it ain't news when the dog barking at the moon and the sun, but it's big worldwide news once the sun or the moon bark back. So and the way that you combat that provoking spirit is by understanding who you are and where you want to be in life and at the present moment, because the present is the future and the future is the present. the way you combat those provoking spirits is by staying, most of all, appreciative of wherever you at in life and all that you work for, and staying positive. Don't stoop down to their level. Don't even acknowledge it. Those type of people don't even exist to people type like us. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick Lamar say, they not like us, bruh. But yes, it's uncomfortable going through it at that moment, but you got to look at those moments as an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's an opportunity to choose high vibration, or you gonna vibrate down there with the pigs wallowing in the mud. So yeah, it's big spiritual warfare. Those spirits are everywhere, and they know how to spot them high vibrating souls out here, because they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They want you in hell. They don't want you living in heaven on earth. They want you. Misery loves company. Put it like that. And folks like that is miserable, and they trying to make you miserable by getting you out of character and tricking you off the streets or out of your body. But the way you combat that is by staying positive and completing whatever task you got at hand at the moment. Don't let nobody stop your motion. Stay positive and get whatever you got to get done, and stay prayed up. And that's how you win.
So basically, what you saying is, if they come at you first, instead of putting them in the dirt, you just got to ignore them and let them disperse. I got you. I got you.
Bars.
No,
Go ahead, Tara.
absolutely not.
You hate all your life. Who raised this?
I ain't no hater. But this just did something for me, because I'm very proud of the way I've handled myself amidst one of these things. Because this speaks very loud. It's sad when you live in your best life and you're happy and you have blessings coming in, and the very sight of you or your very presence could bring, like what y'all say, bring somebody about their body to where they laser focus on you even though they don't know you, and want to attack you, lie on you, and accuse you of the dumbest shit ever known to man, that anybody who knows you know you would never be capable of. But you do just have some people who don't want to see you happy, don't want to see you excel, don't want to see you get that job promotion, don't want to see you, existing in peace. And they will work their whole life. They will copy you, they will mimic you the whole time, trying to pretend they think that they're better than you, and they're envious of you for nothing, and try to bring nothing but stress and just ignorance to your life because they're unhappy. And the best thing that you can do, because my temper, boy, I still got one, but I'm much better. Used to be one that if you want to run your motherfucking mouth, run up if you got so much to say. But then you have to pity a person. For me, it's like, you're so miserable that I live rent free in your head all the time, and I'm the coolest motherfucker ever. And you just too stupid to know that. I understand what all you've been through, and I understand why you would think what you think, but I'm not that motherfucking one. You know what I'm saying? And so when you choose to live your life and be happy, despite the lies somebody would want to put up on you, despite them trying to make you their competition when they could never. I'm not worried about another bitch and what you got going on. I'm just not. When I was single, nor, once I got into a relationship, I just don't care what you're doing in your life. But this thing that y'all talking about, this little demon thing that's on there, yes, that thing will try to follow you around. It will use your friends, people who used to rock with you and root for you, all of a sudden mad because you're moving and you're elevating based on life choices and they aren't. It's really sickening. But I feel better that I didn't risk going to jail. I feel better that I laughed that shit off. I feel better that I was able to pity a person who is truly broken, and that ain't got shit to do with me. So in all honesty, stay prayed up for real, but also don't get nobody your energy. If all you got to do is say lies about me and make shit up in your head, fuck you. Get the broom or whatever your witch ass rolled in on. I'm gonna keep doing me and minding my business. But for real, y'all, this shit is getting ugly out here.
Hey, Ricky.
This is actually ironic, because I was just talking to my kids about this. My 22-year-old, she liked to pop off a lot, and I was trying to explain to her that it's so much y'all don't think about the consequences of things that y'all do. We literally just had this conversation when I came home today, and she was like, if I got into something, I wouldn't call you, I would call this person. I'm like, good, I'm glad you wouldn't call me. I said, I have a degree behind my name. I have shit to actually lose. So I'm glad that you know not to call me, because 95% of the time that you calling me is for some bullshit. So this is a very, very true thing. And I don't like the term hating, because people think because you don't agree with them that you hating, and I don't like that. I 100% do think there is a lot of spiritual warfare going on out here, and I think a lot of people aren't honest with themselves about some of the bullshit that they do. That's a story for another day, though. People are out here to trick you. You know what they say, when the devil can't reach you, he send you your ex. Or or Virgo. This is what the saying say. Like, I'm not making this up. This is what the saying say. Like,
what was that about a Virgo?
They be sending them to. Like, when the devil can't reach you, he send a Virgo.
I can tell.
Or an Aquarius. That's what the saying says. I'm not making this up as I go. This is a true saying.
Anybody, any entity in life that's in the devil in me definitely deserved it.
No. This is part of being accountable. So nobody is in control
I'm
of you.
accountable for everything I did, and I stand on everything. And
we're not putting it on nobody else.
And I stand on everything I did. So if I did it, I didn't do nothing to nobody that didn't deserve it.
Okay,
Facts.
that's your version of it. That doesn't make it fact. We're gonna keep it rolling, because I was saying that that's what the saying says. I didn't make this shit up just now. This is just how the saying goes. Don't get upset at me. I'm just saying that when the devil can't reach you, that's what he sends. Y'all ain't never heard that saying.
Fuck no.
Of course you gonna say no. Y'all heard that saying. All right, anywho, moving along. But I do honestly think that, you got to be cautious of the people that you're around. And this is one of the reasons why I'm very cautious on people touching me. Like, I don't want your bad spirit, energy, mojo, juju, none of that shit on me. Like, even in church, I don't care. I don't be letting them people touch me neither. They be like, that's a church lady. Okay, and the devil can sit in the front row and know the Bible backwards and forwards, which means absolutely nothing to me, because you sitting in this church house.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't be touching on me. Like, I don't like that. Especially, after watching Seven and all of this stuff. Like, don't be touching on me. But I wholeheartedly agree with this, little creature thing that they had up there. It actually kind of looked like, never mind.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I'm over here. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Darlene said it's called spiritual warfare, and it's real. We come in contact with characters daily in life. Stay prayed up, and you will be victorious over the spirits that try to provoke you. Be the overcomer and stand on truth. The best in you will always pray every day. She meant to say the best. All right, Stacey.
I'm going to say spirits are so real. They are so true. Man, if I didn't have God in my life, if I didn't keep my faith and keep believing, really, faith has kept Satan from taking me out of this life. Okay, I'm just going to be real. It's a lot of people that just hate on you for no reason. Like, I'm like the best. Well, I'm not going to say the best person, but anybody can call me for anything and I'm there. You understand me? But for people just be hating on you for no fucking reason, and just be, you try to deal with that and you try to understand their reason, but it's not for you to understand their reason. Let the people hate on. That's all I say. And watch, they're going to keep calling you for help and doing shit. And one time you're not going to be there. And that's just that's how I'm seeing shit. I see people who just, yeah, I'm sorry. I feel that spirit, like, for real. God is so good. He always keeps me, and I love him. I just love him because he is so worthy. And if I didn't have my faith, it'd be so many people gone. I'd be on the warpath for real. You may just want to. Back in the day, I was something else, and God has helped me, and he has brought me through to where I don't really trip off people no more, for real. Hate on. That's all I say. I'm one of the best person ever that you can call and get help and whatever. But these haters don't see that, don't understand it. But they can keep putting my name in their mouth. So I feel like keep on. You know what I'm saying? I must if I'm look, I'm living rent free in your head. So go right ahead. I love it. That part.
I just want all y'all to know that don't nobody live rent free in my head. I will charge all of you motherfuckers in my Denzel voice. I'm putting cases on all of you motherfuckers.
Hilarious.
All right, next topic.
If you want me to protect you, but you're not listening, how can I protect something I don't have at least a certain degree of control over? Not control as far as like, you better do what I fucking say if I kill you. Like, not in that sense, but control as in, I believe if I'm not like misquoting this, the definition of control is to influence, guide, or direct somebody's behavior. If I can't influence, guide, or direct your behavior, but you want me to protect you, that's fucking stupid. You see what I'm saying? Like, a part of my protection is my advice and guidance. So if you're going against my advice and guidance and not listening, you directly going against my protection. So why would I be held liable for protecting you?
All right, Tara.
I like what the young man had to say. Listen, I've seen a whole lot of women get they dude shot and unfortunately in some cases killed. You have to let a man lead and guide you and protect you in the way that he leads, guides, and protects you. But when y'all go out and you popping off and jumping crazy and all of that stuff, you're not protecting him. This is not a one-way street. You have to not put your man in situations to where he needs to protect you or him because of something you did. And that's true. It's the same way with your kids. How can I protect you and be the best parent when you won't listen? You keep running off playing in the damn middle of the street. Don't come home after school like I told you to. When you don't allow yourself to be under my protection, when you don't allow me to encamp about and around you, or to loose forth those ministering angels to encamp about and around you, because your actions, your behaviors are so anti. What do you want from me? I can only do what you allow me to do. I can only be what you allow me to be. You got to be with me on this. Either way, to men and to women, you have to work together to get this stuff done. And if you're not listening as a grown person, I can only do what I can do. So I like what he had to say. I agree with him.
All right, Louis, can you hear me? Louis can't hear. All right, Tobo.
I like what Tara said.
Thank you.
I mean,
that's a good enough.
Huh?
That's a good enough answer.
He ain't had that strength. He ain't had his strength.
Nah, cause I'm trying to cause I had some in my head I wanted to say, but then she said something that made me pay attention to it for real.
Loose forth those ministering angels.
Huh?
Loose forth those ministering angels.
Yeah, I don't know what you said. Well, come back to me.
All
Please.
right, what to the?
Yeah, I fuck with what bro was saying. You know what I'm saying? I believe that control word can throw some women off, but I understand what his statement is rooted in. It's about security and stability, and yeah, if you ain't open to taking heed to some advice, especially if you rocking with me like that. If you rocking with me like that, that means you trust me like that. But if you going against whatever I'm saying, whether it's to keep us safe or put us in a better position in life or whatever, if you going completely against that, it's like what we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I believe he just should have used a better word other than control, because who want to be a slave? I believe that control word is like connected to the slave word, and ain't nobody trying to be nobody's slave. But you will take heed to constructive criticism or effective information that can give you some effective results that can benefit the whole us as a whole type stuff. So I rock with what he's saying. I believe he 99% right in what he's saying. He just need to find another word other than control, because ain't nobody trying to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's by yourself, self-control. But other than that, I believe he on point. He just need to use a better word than control.
All right, Ricky.
I'm all for a man having some leadership, and I'm all for a woman knowing her place in this. If he can't show, teach, guide me, then what's the fucking purpose? What are we doing? The last time somebody said something about some control, I lost it. I just can't. I can't get. I want to allow a man to be a man. I'm not gonna put us in no kind of situation because again, I have a degree behind my name, so I technically ain't doing anything to jeopardize my livelihood, which means that I'm jeopardizing my children's future and their livelihood, and I don't want that. So I'm not going to do anything to put us in harm's way. And I do agree with Terry that a lot of females need to learn how to control that, especially while being out. One of the reasons why I'm not a drinker, I'm an emotional drinker. If I become a drinker, I'm emotional, but I don't drink, and I'm not going to put us in no kind of situation like that. I do like the way that he put that, even with him using the word control. When he actually explained it, it didn't make me feel like attacked, like he was trying to control every aspect of my life. Because when I hear control, I'm like, who are you talking to? You can't control me. Because I grew up with, my grandma was an old school granny, and she was like, you ain't finna rule and regulate me. That was her thing. So that stuck in my head with this rule and regulate and control stuff. But I wholeheartedly understand it. It's hard for me to let go of certain stuff, but I can honestly say I'm working on it, and therapy does work. It really does. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I agree with it. I like what he said. I like how he put it, and I would actually listen to him and be like, yeah, you're right. You talk to me soft, you're gonna get a soft version. You talk to me crazy, you get a nigga version. That's just who I am.
All right, Stacey.
So definitely not control. I can't be control. I won't be controlled. I will let my man control the situation if there was a situation. I would expect him to be man enough to handle the situation. So I would also let him be a leader. Therefore, I will follow, but hey, I'm still gonna be myself. I'm not gonna let anyone take away who I am. But control, I would never be controlled. Yeah, so I didn't like the word control. I definitely, when you hear that, you're like, what the, it's not, none of that. But yeah, so any type of situation, sometimes, yeah, we can edge on or bring about a situation when there's conflict that we can't handle, and we should just let our man take control. So in that sense, control is better used. That part.
Hey, Louis, you want to discuss your nagging topic and the control topic?
It's the control topic.
Yeah, we did your nagging one and the control.
The control thing is like I can't remember exactly what the video was, but I know the concept of kind of what the video was because I sent it. But I just feel like that sometimes when you have insecurities inside of a relationship, it creates situations where you're trying to control the situation. Now, it's the one thing about when you're a protector, right? You have to have a certain sense of control over the situation to be able to protect something. It's like your kids or whatever, your assets or whatever. You have to possess it in a certain way. And it's as crazy as it sounds, but that's how, if I'm willing to lose my life, if I'm willing to put my life on the line to protect you, then I gotta know that I got some level of control over that situation. If I don't, then it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's mine, I'm gonna die for. I'm gonna fight for. I'm gonna live for. But if I don't have control over that, it ain't mine. And I'm not saying control in a situation where I'm like you a robot, but control in a way where if I feel like it's a situation to where you finna go in an environment or go around people or go in a situation that's not gonna be comfortable for like where we at and what's going on. Say for instance, like I feel like it's a bad environment or it's a lot of negative stuff that go on in that environment. I say, nah, I ain't cool with you going down there. Now, some women look at it as though I'm trying to be controlling, trying to tell you where you can and can't go. And then a woman that know that your intentions is pure gonna know that, okay, this man, he gonna be uncomfortable. He probably gonna be able to sleep. He probably gonna be able to do what he doing. So let me just not go to that type of situation tonight because he tripping about where they at. And it's because it's the same way when a woman tell a man, I don't feel like you should go hang with them. And the dude ignore the girl, and then he end up locked up or dead or something. And then I'm witness to that. I done been in situations where a woman had told me, and I didn't know how to like listen to the sincerity and the intention. I was looking at it from a situation like, I was looking at it from the wrong perspective, and shit, it cost me. So I just felt like a lot of times when a man is telling a woman that it's not because he's trying to control her, but it's because he probably really loves her, he cares for her, so he don't want to put her in a situation where he feel like it's gonna be in harm's way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you want to comment on your nagging topic?
I don't even remember it. I sent a few, so I don't remember exactly which one it was.
That was the one you talked to us about all the time.
Oh,
I
well,
knew that if he hadn't said it was yours, I'd have knew it was yours.
because of that. Look, I feel like this. Like men are supposed to be so quote unquote, right? Supposed to be creators, right? Man's supposed to come from nothing to something. He's supposed to create a situation out of no situation. That's how you know you got a man on your hand. If you ain't got a man that can come from nothing, like whether it's getting a punk 9 to 5 and building his way up through that and having a side hustle to put a couple ends and pay some bills or put a couple groceries in the refrigerator, then you ain't gonna look at like you got a man, right? So in a world where you know that the black man is always being targeted, it's enough that the world is, the whole world is coming upon this man trying to do whatever he need to do to, what I'm saying, to be the best version of himself and to be able to carry a nation, because every man is a man of his own nation. You got kids up under you, got a woman up under you, got things up under you that make you the king of that nation. So you got a lot of weight on your shoulders. If you're a real man, you're gonna put a lot of weight on your shoulders because you're gonna want better for your kids, you're gonna want better for your mother, you're gonna want better for your woman. So when your woman ain't making that no better, when she ain't bringing peace, love, and support, it's hard for a man to get in this world and the spirit and create. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that a woman don't necessarily nag. If she gonna speak on something, she gonna speak on something with a speech that's straight, but make sure the timing is right, because even though you might be right about what you're saying, it could just be the wrong time and it could be too much weight. So I say that to say that, that nagging stuff, man, it could really ruin a relationship, because what a man to do is he'll walk away from that because he just can't get into his mental or his spirit. So I just want to put women on point, like, don't nag, just wait till the right time, get a time, ask them out on a date. How about that? Take them out, tell them you want to take them out on dinner, tell them you got something important you want to talk to them about and you want to treat them to a date. And then ask them out, sit them down and do all that good stuff that y'all know how to do, and razzle dazzle them real quick, and then say, I got some things I really want to talk to you because I need to know how I'm moving forward with what I'm doing. And have a real conversation about what you're trying to do, as far as, and don't ask for something that you're not ready for. Don't be sitting there saying, I want a man to do this, I want a man. And then when you get that man that's really on that, you really like, oh, hold up, I really ain't trying to do all what he want me to do, because it's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I don't know how I got to finish this song. So I'm gonna get back at y'all. I love y'all. I'm holla back.
All right.
He love us.
I'll make that the last.
I'm talking about fans. I ain't talking about y'all.
That was weird.
You know you love.
Oh yeah, you be like, oh, okay.
Hold on.
That was great.
Darlene said, true amen, and women sometimes do not listen. Many of them will not let God lead them. How can they be led by anyone else? They keep bumping their head. Receive the right protection, not the wrong. Wake up and stay strong. She say truth, a man and woman. Some do not listen and speak on truth. Every positive man and woman, real talk. Love it. And bring Tone Bone back up. I'm gonna go ahead. It's already 9. I'm gonna go ahead and make that the last.
This is Justin. We have a breaking news you don't want to miss. Coming up next on UnCensor, the Conversation podcast presents Speak Your Truth. In this powerful segment, our dynamic panel consisting of G Soldier, Ms. Busy Boss, Tara Michelle, Tone Bone, Ricky, and Gateway Louie takes center stage as each one of them will speak their truth, sharing stories from the news that moved them, discussing hot topics that demand attention, or offering uplifting motivational messages to inspire us all. Get ready for raw, unfiltered perspectives and heartfelt moments. Back to you, Lacey.
All right, Tone Bone, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you at. Got anything coming up? Tone Bone did the whole show today. Let's get it.
Nah, he was gone. He was gone.
My phone is even fucking up now here, but look, every Thursday I'm at Insight, so fuck me at Insight. My truth, whatever that shit is. The dopest shit, the most beautiful thing we can do as humans is to love and be loved in return, like honestly. So like, yeah, get your spirit right, man. Everything ain't bad out here.
All right, Tone Ruffin. Hey, hold on, let me go up this. All right, Ricky, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
Y'all can find me at work. I got a hair appointment this week. That's why y'all see Natural Ricky right now. Also, I'm doing the Smoke and Talk podcast. I'll be co-hosting that on the 21st of October. I got my son's birthday coming up.
You gonna be smoking?
I don't smoke. I'll be doing the talking. They can smoke. I don't smoke. I'll leave that to the professionals. I need my lungs. I want to be able to breathe. Like, I'm good, love, enjoy. I got my son's birthday coming up. He getting ready to be the big 6. I just got work, school, just the life of a mother. What else I got coming up? I'm going out the country soon. Yeah, I'm going out the country soon. So I got a few trips coming up. So I'll be MIA. Hopefully somewhere get my book done.
Are you going with me?
Where you going? Where we going?
Girl, talk. We talked about that. But okay.
No, we didn't talk about it, but we can.
We did.
Call me, girl. Okay. I got a few things coming up. I got this anatomy and physiology physics class that I gotta take. So, if anybody want to contribute to that, I appreciate it.
I love it. I'll do it. Give it to me. I'll do it.
Okay. And then I need Tara and Lacey to tag team writing class for me. I need both of y'all to do it. That way they can't say that it's not me. I'm putting it out there in the universe. To the person who won the Powerball, I have not forgotten thee. Thou art should be kind and so unto your neighbors. Neighbor as in me. Just 1 million to do. I promise to plant that seed to other folks as well. That's about all I got coming up.
All right.
Yeah.
Lacey, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
Okay, y'all can find me opening up a new beauty and barber school soon. That part. Also, I will be going overseas. That part. Let me see. I got a lot of little things. Getting ready for this National Night Out event. I have a lot of sponsors, y'all. I'm so grateful. But yeah, I got some things going on. I got so much going on. I can't even talk about stuff, y'all. But let me just spread some love, or let me, in the sense in the music sense, the key to life is to always be sharp, never be flat. Ooh, that part. Love you guys.
All right, Tara, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
Tara got these assignments coming up.
You on mute. You on mute.
Sorry. Yeah, Ricky's assignment. You can find me on YouTube at Opinionated Sense, Instagram opinionated_sense. And you know what, guys? You can find me living peacefully and making sure that when I make mistakes, I find the error in my ways. I listen to advice from those who matter and who I love, and I make those corrections. I want to always bring peace to those I love, whether that's my man, family, friends. I don't want to be a point of division or a cause of any kind of chaos. I'm getting ready to be 45 this year in December. And I don't have time for the things of the past. So love on yourself. Don't be afraid to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself or take constructive criticism from people. And when you mess up, just forgive yourself and try your best not to do it again.
All right, what to the speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
I ain't get
Find me
before
in
you
St.
go.
Louis rolling on dubs.
Hey, I ain't give you no props today. You ain't put on the liquor baby oil. I'm proud of you. But you still got that skirt off. I need you to cover the fuck up.
Okay. Hold on, well, before you finish, Teresa, happy early birthday to your son Ricky. Congratulations on your beauty and barbershop schools. All right, go ahead, watch it.
I love you too, Ricky.
That's what I'm talking. You see that? That's direct. Why say you get all the love? That's direct. See, you ain't even try to send it off to other people. I love direct love.
In that order. But yeah, hey, Hella Drove Part 2 dropped this November. Written, directed, produced by the God YC Bay. But you can look up Part 1, just Google it. Hella Drove. And I got a new radio show, you know what I'm saying, that I do once a week. I'm coming with all the hottest topics and the hottest shit that you can imagine. And I'm popping it. It's called Live for the 5, the number 5. Don't spell it out. Just put the number 5, you feel me? Live for the 5. But you can just Google YCBEY, and it'll take you to all of that. It'll take you to the movies. It'll take you to the podcast. It'll take you to the music. I got a audio book out here, physical book out here. Man, I'm the biggest stepper ever. Flying in a million feathers. Hotter than a summertime sweater. You'll never find nobody better. I'm the treasure. I'm way more than a couple letters. It's the God. YC Bay, know that.
Hey, listen, why he be dropping freestyles and everybody inbox all the time. The buzz be hard though, you know what I'm saying?
He sure do be inboxing me stuff. I be like,
I be quoting some of the bars. I be like, nigga, this ball is hard. But anyway, man, listen, y'all. I got a lot of stuff coming. I've been shooting a lot. Where I just started shooting some of my music videos for my album, The Weight of My Name. So if you haven't checked it, make sure you go check it out. I'll be shooting music videos for that. I'm gonna have me a album concert also, so I'm looking forward to venues for that. And I'm finishing up my comedy film UnCensor the Stage Part 2. So I gotta get these rest of these scripts out so I can knock that out and do a film premiere for that. Working on a bully documentary. I'm just doing a whole lot of stuff. Y'all know I stay busy, but that is it, man. We're gonna see y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. I ain't got no advice for y'all today, so I always just protect the peace. That's all I gotta say. But we'll see y'all next week. Salute to everybody. Goodbye, boys.